In the last 2 years, the COVID-19 pandemic received most of the blame for global supply chain disruptions. But experts and scholars say climate change poses a far more serious threat, which is already being felt. They say the pandemic is a temporary problem, but climate change is a long-term issue. Of all of the climate change threats to supply chains, experts say a rise in sea levels is the biggest one. Supply chain disruptions caused by floods, hurricanes, wildfires and other incidents of extreme weather are hitting the global economy. The predictions about the future paint an even grimmer picture. In future, rise in sea levels could lead to inundation of ports and other coastal infrastructure. In February last year, heavy rainfall and snow melt caused summer banks of the Rhine River to begin to burst. It triggered a halt in shipping for several days. The Rhine River is Europe's most important commercial waterway. And then in April, the same year, water levels on the Rhine faced a long-term drought, dropping so low that cargo ships were forced to load no more than half their usual capacity to avoid running aground. In recent years, the manufacturers have relied on the Rhine. They have faced increasing shipping capacity reductions as a result of the drought. Flooding in China in July 2021 also disrupted supply chains for commodities. In late August, Hurricane Ida, the fifth costliest hurricane in American history, struck the Gulf of Mexico coast. It damaged vital industrial installations. The list of freak weather incidents does not end here, though there have been several of them in the last few years. Scientists say such climate-related disruptions are bound to intensify. In addition, ports, rail lines, highways and other transportation will be threatened by the increase in sea levels of an estimated 2 to 6 feet by 2100. According to estimates, around 90% of the world's freight moves by ship, and inundations will threaten world's coastal ports. As ripple effects of climate-related supply chain disruptions, price increases and shortages of all kinds of goods, from agricultural commodities to cutting-edge electronics, quite probable consequences as well. In response to the threat of increasing supply chain disruptions, manufacturers are considering enlarging their inventories or developing dual supply chains that deliver the same goods via two routes, so that if one breaks down, the other could prevent shortages. But both solutions will increase production costs. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.